After much team deliberation, we have decided to go with a hybrid of all of our ideas, but the idea that we are going to focus on is the idea that we are going to rebrand activewear as athleisure wear, and that idea was originally given to us by Ben.
Congratulations, Ben.
So we feel, and we chose this idea, we feel it's good because as a group we decided that activewear, by marketing it specifically as activewear only to be used when exercising, is cutting out a large portion of consumers who are not using activewear for that. Based on Cotton Inc.'s data, they found that 9 in 10 people who buy activewear use it for something other than physical activity. And so we feel that by rebranding activewear, certain items in the activewear category, not all of activewear obviously, but certain items into a new category called athleisure wear, we will be speaking more to what the consumers are saying that they're using these products for and tailoring the ads more to what they want and how they're actually utilizing the activewear / athleisure wear products.
So activewear has taken on a more leisurely role recently by millennials. Many of us wear comfortable sweatshirts and sweatpants when we're kind of lounging around the dorm rooms. Even when we go out, we don't feel like putting on a nice tight-fitting pair of pants. But Macy's has come out and specifically said they want to target millennials more and try to get them to buy more and more activewear. And so I feel one way to do this is to hinge on one of the key things that millennials are known for. That's being very tech-based. Majority of the time, our faces are in our phones in our pockets. We're always almost attached to them. And so if Macy's is able to use location-based advertising and using a lot of more hyperactive social media advertising, they'll be able to reach a lot more millennials and get them into their stores to buy more and more athleisure wear.
So as Ryan said, the millennials are very important to the athleisure wear product as a whole. But these are not the only people in the population Macy's is trying to reach. The older portion of the population could be targeted in an indirect manner. They could be targeted in a manner in which you repeatedly hit the millennial generation, and it'll trickle down to the older generation as the younger people tend to set trends for the older people. And also, since millennials tend to be more technology-based and the older generations tend not to be more technology-based, there can be more TV advertising for older generations.
So the reason that Macy's executives would like this is because by focusing on both millennials and those from the older generation, you've expanded your consumer market and focused on two halves of the population instead of going in the center and not focusing on anyone in particular. Also, because Market Realist says that the fourth quarter for department stores is always the highest, by rebranding as athleisure wear and marketing activewear as something that you can use while not exercising, you would increase sales of athleisure wear during the winter when people aren't necessarily working out, but they're in their homes relaxing more often. So this would increase the sales for activewear or athleisure wear, and you could also decrease the price of your activewear by using more blended materials instead of cotton, which according to the cotton study, cotton has been on the rise for the past few years, and the trend is looking to increase. So you cut costs while increasing sales, and that's why it's a very optimistic plan.
However, our plan is not fully developed yet. 3 important questions we need to consider to understand how to properly pitch this to Macy's is which mode of advertising will be best suited for the millennials, what different modes could we use, and then more importantly, how do we successfully rebrand activewear into athleisure wear. The hope is, however, once we decide these things, we can then hope that with a larger revenue base and the cheaper products, and then a larger untapped market with the millennials and the older generation that may not normally be buying active or athleisure wear, it will increase Macy's market share and total profit. Thank you.